Welcome back to Backyard Cars, and well, today we're not gonna work on cars, but we're gonna work with car parts. Try to build something neat with some junk that I kind of accumulated. So let me get you over to it. Let's check it out. So here is a pile of scrap parts. I was cleaning up and I was just throwing things down and we can move this and why do you have that? And then when I went to go load some things up, I realized, wait a second. What do we have here? What can we do with this? Why just throw it away? So, I came up with a little idea for a bench. And, well, we're going to build that bench right now. Well, let me get this stuff moved where we can cut on it. Here we are, and we're just gonna use the electro shears here to kind of trim down the metal we're not gonna use. Cut off the pieces we're gonna keep. So now that we're back out here, we got our metal stock, some different sizes of small angle iron and a couple big pieces. One was a little longer than the rest, but that's good, we can use it. These two we're going to use to make some uprights on each side to hold the bed back straight up and down. So we got to figure out where we're going to mount that upright. We're going to A off of that a little bit to kind of give it some sturdiness. Then cross it over to the other side with the A. Then we'll bring a brace back here eventually. And we'll see how far that our bed frame gets us, because it's just an idea. Who knows how strong or how weak it's going to be. But it's just bed frame, It's like 1/4 inch angle iron. Man, let's roll with it. So let's set up and try and figure out how long those need to be. So here's kind of what we're working with. We're going to get a notch out here so we can attach this angle to here. Get rid of this horseshoe that someone welded in there. We'll eliminate on that and get our angle iron in here. Maybe on this corner, maybe flanged out to this side. I don't know, it looks a little ate up down here. But either way, where this is the frame part we're holding on to of the bed, this is the part that's going to do the sturdiness for us. We can toughen her up down here a little bit, maybe. But so I think my best bet, as you can see, is probably just to pocket notch that joker right up in here and get this to fit up in there and get all this kind of cut away, right? All right, well, let me quit talking about it, guys. I mean, you guys go get a cold drink and I'll get the equipment ready to, cut this with those lightning shears, just bzz, and be hopefully quick work of it. We just cut off the panel, just blew that off, and then cleaned up this right here. So, so we got the thing like we got over here. Nice clean area to run our angle iron down. Clamp it on, and then we'll, zip to the ties on this stuff. Now, we're gonna, weld it together. and that'll be our posts that kind of hold it up. So while you were taking a break, I torched that out and then came back in and grinded on here and put a piece of angle iron in all the way through and, you know, haphazardly welded it. So now we got one stake support beam. Did the same thing, of course, on the other side and to what was left and got it, same situation. And I didn't stop there. I just welded a little angle iron to these two rims now and gave us a little base. So what we're going to do is pick up the truck bed now and set it up on here and get our angle how we want it sitting, and then tack it in to this basic chassis. Two wheels over there, two wheels over here, and see what we like. We're going to put some supports on it, of course, but we're going to get it tacked up first and just take a gander at it. So here we are, all tacked up and set up, fairly sturdy. Now we're going to put some braces from here to here, and it's easier to show you on the back side here, but we're going to brace it from somewhere up here all the way down to somewhere back here, kind of at an angle, help support that. And again, like I said, a small brace out of the front right here to help support this. And we're probably going to brace this. We got a couple more, but we got our general shape coming together. What we're going to do, you know? Well, as you can see, it's up, it's together. We put in a brace here on each side, and then one in the back at an angle, kind of braced it up so this didn't shake so much. Let's grab the tailgate. Well, you got a thinking bench. What do you think? I think it's pretty neat. I think I got a place to top squat. Just think about things a bit. No time to do that. Here we go. One homemade Chevy truck bench, bed, tailgate thing from scrap metal. Well, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a couple days later. We moved the bench. I had things to do, but now we're gonna get back to getting it finished or whatever. I'm gonna take them apart and cut them down to size to fit, between the frame rails, bed post side things. So we get some crossbars. So let me cut all that, and I got a surprise little decorative piece that I'm gonna put on it that just kind of finishes it up. Well, we got a lot accomplished yesterday afternoon, day before. Who's counting, But And then it rained on us, and now it's kind of chilly for the FLA. I don't want to say that too early. It gets hot on me again. But we got the bars done and all that. And, well, we're done with it, I think. I tightened up all the little dealios, and there's not. It's a scrap pile bench. So let me get you in there, and you can see it. Let me show it to you. Well, as you can tell, I found a piece of scrap bumper to, stick on it, kind of bring it all together. Got some taillights, found them in the shed. They're not any good. And it functions, although, why? Why? Oh, yeah, there's no back yet, but just pretend you didn't see that. Just kick back on the old tailgate. Anywhere. You don't even have to be out in the woods. Just, yeah, it's actually raining now, so we won't be painting on it. But what do you think? From a pile of scrap to a convenient bench to sit on, or if you look close, it's got these grooves in here on the tailgate piece. Well, they hold screws and nuts and bolts, and it's a good little place to sit down and, you know, clean a carburetor or find out why the starter ain't starting. Maybe. Could do some other things too, but we're not going to discuss that. And if you're handy, you can put a little cooler down here and just then you got your cold drinks right under the tailgate. Thought maybe you put I don't know, a hood right here, cut it down. I don't know. For now, I'm okay with it. For now, we're gonna call it almost complete, like everything else. Never complete. I gotta get back on that motor now. I mean, man, I got sidetracked. Get scrap together so I could get parts because, well, there's no budget. I don't have any money. And then I got about $40 in scrap metal here that I just turned into a bench. So there went that idea. I'm gonna have to find another way to get bearings, gaskets, because I'm sitting on them now. Should have thought that through. But hey, I got some good yard art. And you know, who can live without good yard art? No, like I said, we're gonna get back on that motor next time. Until then, appreciate you watching. Thank you for subscribing. And have a great weekend.